What's up, Beyonders? I'm your host Joss. Welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe and join our notification squad by ringing that notification bell. Also, it is tradition around here for us to handpick some of your comments and respond to them at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that. For today's video, I am dishing out another list about some of our celebrity crushes. We did a list of celebrities who dated their fans, which was super uplifting because it made some of us feel like we might actually have a chance with our own celebrity crush. So if that list made you excited, then this one will overwhelm you. Let's jump into it. Here is today's list of top 10 celebrities who married their fans. That's right, you guys, my future husband might be chilling in Hollywood right now and I don't even know it. Starting off the list at number 10 is Adam Sandler. His wife Jackie Sandler was a huge fan of the comedian, which is why it was such a dream for her when she was cast in the movie Big Daddy, starring alongside him. At the time, she was an actress and model looking for her big break, and not only did she get that, but she got a celebrity husband too. In the movie, she plays a waitress who takes Adam's character's order. Even that small scene would be a dream for any upcoming artist. After bonding throughout the film experience, they were already dating by the time it was released in 1999. They got married in 2003, and Jackie took the relationship seriously and actually converted to Judaism for Adam in 2000. The two of them are still together to this day and have two beautiful daughters together, one named Sadie and the other named Sunny. Maybe I'll get cast in a movie with Zac Efron and we'll have the same love story. One can dream. At number 9, we have Reese Witherspoon. Reese and her husband Jim Toth have one of the strongest relationships in Hollywood, and it's probably because it stays under the radar. Jim is a talent agent at Creative Artists Agency, not representing Reese, and for years has had his eyes on the blonde beauty. Like many others, he was a big fan of her work and also her looks. They met back in 2010 at a party, and the rest is pretty much history. Reese tells the story of how they met and said that Jim stepped in after his friend was drunkenly hitting on her. She says, "Jim came over and said, 'Please excuse my friend, he's just broken up with someone.' Jim was a really good friend, pulling him out of that situation." Good friend, or did he get jealous and wanted to be the one hitting on you? Reese has said that she finds it refreshing to not be in this big high-profile relationship. She actually loves that her husband is not a celebrity. Coming into number 8 is Christian Bale. When he first met his wife, Sibby Blazek, she was working as an assistant to the actress Winona Ryder, which was the perfect connection to have for her because she was a huge fan of Bale and Winona happened to be good friends with him. It didn't take long for them to start dating after they met, and in 2000 they eloped to Las Vegas. He was just 26 years old at the time and she was 30. Christian got himself an older babe. They welcomed their first child together in 2005 and their second down the road in 2015. Both of their kids have been kept out of the spotlight as much as possible. They are passionate about giving them some privacy. Sibby is Christian's biggest fan, but also his biggest supporter. During an interview, he spoke on their marriage and said, "My wife had to be married to so many different characters over our marriage. I know that it truly would be impossible to do it without her. She's such a good, strong woman." Ugh, this is love that people dream about. Me, I dream. Sliding to number 7 is John Travolta. His wife Kelly Preston was a big fan of his movie Grease and says that as soon as she saw the movie poster, she knew that he was the one for her. Like many other people, she hung that poster on her wall and wished she'd get to meet her celebrity crush one day. Talk about being a stalker. That wish came true when they met on the set of The Experts in 1987. Kelly claims that it was love at first sight, but she happened to be married at the time. When talking to Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live, she said, "Well, I was not that happily married, let's put it that way. I was really with the wrong person." They divorced after 2 years of marriage, and just a few short years later she married Travolta in September 1991. They share 3 beautiful children together. Sadly, their son Jet died in 2009 at the age of 16 due to an illness. But their love and commitment to each other and their family just shows how strong their love really is. This is the definition of #goals. At number 6 is Julia Roberts. The award-winning actress met her husband Daniel Motter while she was working on her movie The Mexican. She was already a star at the time and he was a cameraman working on the movie and low-key a big fan of hers. But at the time of filming, they were both with other people. Only a year after filming ended, Daniel filed for divorce from his then wife and Julia had split with her man. The two of them then got married on July 4th, 2002 at her ranch in New Mexico. They have 3 kids together and recently celebrated their 17th wedding anniversary. Julia calls him her fairy tale ending ending and told People magazine, "I mean, every day my husband walks in the door, it's like a recurring dream. I'm like, he's back." 17 years in and they are still having a bunch of fun together. She posted a picture on Instagram of them dining in the back seats of a car after the Golden Globes with an In-N-Out burger in her hand. I know I keep saying couple goals, but like, this is goals, right? Halfway through the list at number 5 is Matthew Lewis. Harry Potter fans won't need an explanation, but he is known for playing the character Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter series. His wife Angela Jones is one of the many Harry Potter fans out there, and she was actually working as an event planner at the Wizarding World of Potter when she met him. What are the odds? They started dating in July 2016 after meeting in January, and he proposed to her later that year in December in front of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any more romantic than that. They've been together ever since, and they are enjoying being parents together. To their 2 dogs. Not children, fur babies. I don't care what anyone says, being a fur parent is a thing. I'm a fur parent. Takes a lot of work. It's like having a little toddler running around. Cruising into number 4, we have Patrick Dempsey. This story is pretty cool, not gonna lie. His now wife Gillian Fink was once just one of Patrick's many fangirls, which is why she couldn't contain her excitement when she found out that he had booked an appointment with her to cut his hair back in 1994. She was working at the Deluxe hair salon at the time and recalls how it happened. She said, "I was shocked, but at the same time I was happy because he was so cute." She said that they were flirty with each other and got to know each other before they became an official couple. They got married in 1999 and have 3 kids together now, but they did sail through some rough waters in 2015 when they had a brief separation. They announced their plans for divorce in January, but then later confirmed they were not ready to call it quits. Patrick told People magazine, "Our marriage was not something I was prepared to let go of. I don't feel like we had done all the work and we both wanted to do that work." Well, they seem to be doing a lot better now, and I just gotta say, I give mad respect for people who work hard at their marriages and do not settle for divorce. High five. At number 3 we have Jerry Seinfeld. He thought he was just meeting another fan at the gym one day in New York City, not realizing it would one day be his wife. They met back in 1999, which they claim was love at first sight, but his now wife, Jessica Skylar, was already married. And not like long-term marriage, she met Jerry as soon as she got back from her 3-week honeymoon. But she followed her heart and went with Jerry and got a divorce. From there, the relationship moved very quickly. They dated for a few months before he proposed on November 6, 1999. Only 7 weeks later, they were married on Christmas Day. 7 weeks? How do you even pick out a dress in 7 weeks? The two have been going strong ever since and now have 3 children together. Jessica is now known for being an author of some pretty awesome cookbooks, and Jerry, well, he's Jerry. In spot number 2 is Tobey Maguire. When he first met Jennifer Meyer, she was just a regular girl who designed jewelry for a living and was a huge fan of Tobey's for his work in Spider-Man. Obviously. I think we all were at the time. They started dating in 2003 and became husband and wife later on in 2007, so I guess her fangirling didn't scare him off in any way. They have 2 children together, a daughter named Ruby and a son named Otis. However, even though this story started out really cute and happy, they sadly split back in 2016. They released a statement saying, "After much soul-searching and consideration, we have made the decision to separate as a couple. As devoted parents, our first priority remains raising our children together with enduring love, respect, and friendship." But despite this love story having a sad ending, it still shows that Tobey is not afraid to marry one of his fans. So you guys might have a chance. Taking the number 1 spot on our list is Elvis Presley. A young girl named Priscilla met the icon back in 1959 when she was just 14 years old. And like everyone else at the time, she was a huge fan. Apparently she was just hanging out at the Eagles Club when a guy chatted with her saying that he and his wife were actually good friends with Elvis. They were the reason that she was able to meet him. They immediately hit it off, but of course her young age was an issue for most people around them. But that did not stop him from proposing on Christmas Eve in 1966. They ended up getting married 7 years after meeting each other on May 21st, 1967. She was 21 years old when they got married, in case some of you are trying to figure that math out in your head. She was 21. They ended up having a daughter together and everything looked like a fairy tale from the outside looking in. But apparently that wasn't the case and they separated in 1972. Another sad ending, but I still think their story is really cool. She was just some teenager who had a celebrity crush and ended up marrying him. And it's Elvis Presley, not just like any celebrity. Elvis. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Show some love by hitting that thumbs up button and share your thoughts with me down in the comments. You might get featured in my next video. Speaking of comments, let's end the video by doing some comment shoutouts. Tip Prendergast says, "Ugh, Kylie's lips." I can't tell if that was like a good ugh or a bad ugh. Like, ugh, Kylie's lips, I'm so jealous. Or, ugh, Kylie's lips. Ew. Pseudonymous says, men definitely cheat more than women do. Oof, the big debate. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like we hear more about men cheating, but women are not saints either. Vanessa Stiegel says, I didn't have an interview go wrong. Really? Ever? I definitely had some bad interviews. I always lied about things on my resume, and then they'd ask me about it, and I'd get caught in my own lie. It was awful. Stormy Stars says, Aladdin looks like it would be awesome despite what Screen Ranters said. Listen, I always say to watch a movie and be the judge yourself. Don't listen to other people's opinions because everyone has different tastes. You might actually really like it. Alright guys, that's all I got for you. Leave a like, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button, and just stay on the screen if you want to keep watching more videos. I'm your host Joss, and I will see you next time.